and welcome to another episode of my Pleasantview Let's Play. Hello, welcome. Um, no idea what else to say. In the last episode, we played with the Ramirez family. It was a bit of a long episode. I haven't edited it yet, because I'm recording 3 episodes in a row, so it was a bit of a doozy to get through because I kept getting pings and stuff like that. I kept getting coughs and sneezes, and I just had a massive sneeze just then, so... yeah, as I said, there's a chance I'm getting sick, so I'm trying to record 3 episodes today. So I should be until 2nd of October. I should be fine. So I may record more tomorrow, even though it's a weekend. I may try and record a bit more, because the majority of the series is going to be pre-recorded. If I'm being completely honest. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, this episode we're going to play with the Landgraab family. So this is Malcolm Landgraab. He's a single sim. He is from a wealthy family. But he's Malcolm Landgraab the fourth. And the fourth actually goes in his family name. So we're going to try and change that in the future. But basically in my personal Pleasantview, I put Malcolm and then I put fourth Landgraab. Landgraab the fourth is still the family name, which is fine. I may change it in the future. We'll see. So when he has a son, the son will be named Malcolm Fifth. Malcolm Fifth as his first name, and then Landgraab. Does it not make sense? Possibly, but oh well. That's how it's going to work. But yeah, so I've re-randomized the sim generator, even though it probably won't make sense this episode. And yeah. Right. So I'm trying to edit out loading scenes, so so it just saves time because these episodes are going to be ridiculously long, especially because of the business stuff. So basically, this is a house. I actually like this house, and I played this house in a couple of ways. First, I have the garage, and I make that as a little home business, which is kind of interesting. But he has a couple of businesses, and we're all going to keep one. But basically, this is his house. So he has a bedroom here, and then we have an office, which is going to be a room for the child. Sorry about that. I clicked off it again. As I was saying, he's a very rich sim. So he has like a massive bedroom for himself, and then like a massive office, which is absolutely ginormous. Yeah. So, but basically, like I said before, this is going to be the child's bedroom. Multiple children may share this bedroom depending on how many kids we have until he gets that boy. We don't care about the zodiac sign or anything like that, as long as it's a boy. So for this, it sounds really bad because I kind of I get this in real life. But it Sims, sometimes it just works the best. Because obviously the person who we want to inherit this house has to have the last name Landgraab, and then has to pass that last name onto their spouse. But because there's a long line of Malcolms in his family tree, as you can see here, so we got the seconds. I don't think we have the first. We have Malcolm Landgraab the second, Malcolm Landgraab the third, Malcolm Landgraab the fourth. So we need Malcolm Landgraab the fifth to inherit this house and inherit the businesses. Ideally a fortune sim, however, it's just dependent on, what their zodiac sign is, basically. So, with some households, I do play with that thing in mind. I try not to, because I don't really like it in real life. But in Sims 2, I tend to do that. In Sims 3 and Sims 4, I don't really care. But in Sims 2, like the Pleasant's household, so it will have to be someone with the last name Pleasant who lives there. The Goth as well. So obviously, Alexander Goth will inherit the Goth mansion. A male Pleasant person will obviously inherit the or female the Pleasant household. I'm thinking of. I'm going to put this out there. I'm thinking of, because this will be a while before, what's the word? I'll film with the Pleasants again. I'm thinking of Angela giving her last name to Dustin. Because Dustin may want to break away from the broke name. He doesn't want to be associated with that name because it just means poverty, poor. And it's kind of like a curse, I guess you could say. That's what it says in the bio and stuff like that. So maybe he wants to break away from that and take on his future wife's last name. So that is just like a thing I want to put out there. So yeah, I mean anyone could take last name from any spouse if I'm being completely honest. Like anyone can. So we've got burglar alarm. We've got that. We're gonna have to change the computer for a monitored one. So yeah, like I've seen people who keep the last name after marriage, so they keep the maiden name. Some people do, some people don't. It just depends, obviously, what you want yourself and what you want to be like best known as. So, because I like my last name, and I probably won't change my last name if and when me and my boyfriend get married. So, it's just like it's what you prefer. So, I've had a couple of Sims in my other gameplays not change the last name after marriage as well. So it just depends what I feel what the sim would want as well. So while he's here, we're going to call some services. We're going to call service twice. And basically we're going to call a maid and we're going to call a gardener because he has a few shrubs and plants and what's this, ground force. I used to love watching that when I was a kid, ground force. If you guys remember that, if you're from the UK and you grew up in the early 2000s and you remember ground force, I loved it. I absolutely would love watching it. That and Time Team, I absolutely loved. So, if you guys remember that, tell me, let me know. But it was very, I wouldn't say obscure, but probably not a lot of people watched it. Well, my age anyway. And then we want a gardener, and that gardener will come multiple times. So basically, we have multiple deeds. So we've got electronic supercenter. I thought we had more. And then we have, which one's this? Wait, which one's this? Club Dante. This is the one we want him to keep. Electronic Supercenter we don't really want. So we're going to sell Electronic Supercenter. Yeah, back to the community. So he gets 50,000 simoleons. What's his lifetime one? Right, we need to change his lifetime one. So we're going to get rid of this. There we go. And then we need to add, what is it again? We're going to get rid of this one. And then we also need to spawn ACR. I do it all the time. Do we need it? Probably not, but I always spawn it. And then we're going to change the look of it to... Oh, we also need this, so we're going to put that, nope, there. We're going to change it to just a change model, orchid. No, that can't go in there, that's kind of annoying. It could go there though, so that's good. Why have you got two stereos? Dude, too much. So yeah, so I think that's all we need. We're going to put this back in the inventory. And then obviously this will be passed on to the male heir, which will be Malcolm Landgraab the 5th. Yeah. So, just look at all these bathrooms. Well, 3. Got 2 bathrooms next to each other. It's only him who lives there. It's ridiculous, but it's really funny. So what we're going to do is, before we do anything, we're going to reroll the 1. So I will get back to you when I've rerolled it. Well, when I say rerolled it, get it to the one that we want it to, which is 100,000 simoleons. Right, I can't get the 100,000 simoleons lifetime one. Okay, so I don't know what's happening there. I can't get to it. So we've just kept it as business tycoon, which would make sense really because he's part of the Landgraab family, so they probably come from a lot of money. So maybe while also working this business, he could also have a job as well. We're just gonna select it. So we want, what do we want? Business. So he's a mailroom tech, even though it's a Landgraab. Right, so this will obviously limit the days we have to work in the business. So I will show you guys what I want to do with the business the next time we play, most likely, because I as he gets more and more advanced in the career, he will obviously have more days off. And when he has more days off, he can obviously work at his businesses and stuff. So, yeah. And they have a bit of money, 84,000 simoleons, and there's a limit, obviously. I think it's like 999,999 simoleons. So we'll probably put some simoleons away. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my headphones. They're not behaving today with my hair. And obviously, it probably wouldn't make a lot from Club Dante, if I'm being completely honest. But obviously, we want to make sure they're rich. Because I used to have this mod where you can make the bills more expensive, basically. We're just going to make them all to work. And a lot of rich families would lose their money quite very quickly. So I just decided to get rid of that, basically. Just leave the bills as they are. Excuse me. And what Sims could do is set up a bank account for their children. So they could put, I don't know, 2,000 to 3,000 simoleons in, and every day the bank account will gain interest. So basically speed for the day while he's at work. So that helps them, like, fortune Sims could lose the money and stuff like that. And obviously they can go on vacations a lot, so it's not like they're hoarding the money. Look, he's a Landgraab and he's in a, what they call sloppy jalopy. I think that's what they're called. What am I doing off that foot? I think that's what they're called. Maybe that was just in Sims 3 then, because I'm pretty sure they're called sloppy jalopies. Maybe I'm imagining things. So he's brought her friend home from work, probably young. Or young. I don't know. Another Pleasantview of mine, he was actually married to the ginger Caliente, Dina. Can't remember the difference. So he wants to earn a promotion. Yes, he can. So we're going to sell that computer because we don't need it. I have to make sure I don't accidentally sell the deed. Does he need any skills? He needs charisma, but he's obviously got it. We also need to. What's ACR? There we go. Change of pref. What's Rodney's? He's bi. Interesting. And Malcolm is straight. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, what are you doing? You're going through. You're gossiping in the water. He's a fan of fitness too. I don't really pay attention to one true hobbies or anything like that. It just really interests me. So he's gonna serve lunch and he's gonna serve food, sandwiches. With Brandy, pregnant Brandy. I kind of feel like I don't know why she's not wearing her maternity. I don't know. Some things get messed up, but don't ask me. I kind of feel like he would hire a butler, but I can't remember if butler's a buggy or not. I can't remember exactly. I'm going to put this tree out of the way. Oh, just okay. Like, it's invading the Christmas tree's personal space, but we'll just ignore that. So playing at 2/3 speed because we're just trying to get through the day. I don't want this episode to be long. Like, to get to 1. When I normally play, I just normally play at like 1 times speed. Because that's what I prefer to, and I'm just playing to chill. Obviously, with most Sims, we'll play with a slower speed just to make sure everyone's happy. But because this one's Sim, it's easy to make them happy. So put those away. We don't have a potential partner for him yet. In my other Pleasantview, I will talk about that numerous times. I may even show you guys a video, or do a video and show you guys what I'm up to in there. He actually ended up marrying one of his employees. But I think... Oh, here we go. Rich and Dennis. I'm pretty sure it's the same person, but she had a different name. But he has attraction to her. It's only one bar, lightning bolt. I don't know. So we'll see where that goes. But we can only have one stereo, okay? We don't need 2. Okay. So what's he doing? Is he gone yet? He's in the hot tub chilling. He's getting social from dancing on his own. I mean, I get social by talking to my camera, so take that as you will. I'm not judging. We don't judge the Sims here, okay? With all the crazy dancers. So we need to go looking a bit low again. So we're gonna use the bathroom up here. He can go to the toilet, have a shower. We'll have to change the thing around that because I can't see the flipping toilet. And then he's gonna make some drinks. He can just have leftovers because it's just him on his own. Yeah, he may have had another sim he's more attracted to than this lady here, because I would like to have them to have more like lightning bolts and stuff like that. So we're just gonna move this stuff around. There we go. That's easier to deal with. We could put that there. That there. As I say, yeah, we may first want lady flame with more attraction belts. Because, I mean, he's not in a rush to have a child. He's got, like, 28 days until he's an elder. And he could still have a child when he's an elder as well. So it's not like he's in desperate need of an heir. However, I've got to remember that university... I don't do university in one go. So university also goes in rounds. And it's better for the Sims who have, like, the 50 days adult lifespan. However, I'm going to say goodbye. For Sims with the original game lifespan, it's going to be more difficult to... What am I trying to say? It'll take longer. I don't know. I'm trying to... But, like... I can't speak today. But yeah. So university isn't in only one go. It is in rounds. So... For Sims with the 50 days adult lifespan, that's fine, but Sims with less than that, they may die before their child makes out of uni, or they may be very close to dying. So I've got to keep that in mind, especially for him. So I don't know how many days he's lived so far because it doesn't say, but the normal lifespan is 70 days, I think, and I think mine is 90. So yeah. That's like 90 years, technically. Many people are living longer, so... 90 is, like, what it is at. I think it's 90 or 100 days. I'm pretty sure it's 90. And that's what it's at. And they could live longer, they could live shorter. It just depends on their happiness when they age into an elder. But I tried to make my Sims reach a lifetime one, so they don't die earlier. So he should start looking for a partner, especially when we have to go through like university with the child. So in the next round, he may start looking for one. Maybe it be this lady. I don't know. We haven't really looked at his bio, so let's have a look at his bio. Yeah, that's his bio. So if you heard my reading then, I'm asthmatic. I got daft lungs and daft windpipe and stuff like that. Anyway. It's awesome. So, that is the plan for Malcolm anyway. Get him an heir to the, obviously, fortune and stuff like that, but we'll probably look into that more in the next round because the next round will take place over, I don't know, 5 days. So, over 5 days. So, yeah, it'll obviously take longer to have longer to play to actually find a partner for him. So yeah, then maybe we'll have an airborne in the next round. Airborne, an heir to the fortune. No, I do apologise. Today I am not the greatest. I tried to record before I get too ill to record, so brain farts galore. So yeah, anyway, I'm safe. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm excited to see what I'm going to do with him this time round. Because I don't want to play the same way as I do normally. I want to, well, kind of, but I also want to branch out and stuff because the way I want to play, I could just play him in normal Pleasantview. So this is like an experimentation Pleasantview, I guess you could say. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!